Hello, you guys. I am back. I am back. I did not get the opportunity to speak about not Young Dolph, but FBG Duck's case as I wanted to. My grandbaby child is gone, so I have the opportunity to get back on because I have definitely had a interest in Duck's case. I have, okay? So I'm gonna give y'all the opportunity to start logging back on. I'm gonna give people the opportunity to start getting the notifications and jumping back on because I said that I was gonna get back on. Okay, I said that I was going to get back on. So I'm gonna give y'all the opportunity to start getting the notifications on the for the live. Okay, I'm gonna start letting other people get the notifications. Yeah, my grandbaby just wanted me to walk her. She is so spoiled. Her mom and them got her spoiled, and I keep her for a few hours. Until her dad gets off. I get her real early in the morning. And then her dad, because he kind of works, the way he works, he comes to get her in the morning. Child, lately it's been something going on. I think he been getting off work and going home, get some rest. And his baby, which is my grandbaby, and I love her so much. I'm gonna tell y'all that right now. I love her so much. It's my first grandbaby, but she is spoiled to death. So what she wanted for me to do is, while I was on live, she wanted me to get up and walk with her because that's what they do. They walk her until she falls asleep. That's what she used to. So when I got off, I had to keep walking back and forwards from she wanted to look out the patio at the lake back there. Okay. So I had to keep walking her. And then when I sat down, she started screaming. So when she started screaming, by that time I saw her daddy, her daddy pulled into my driveway. I said, "Oh Lord, thank you so much." And as soon as her daddy came in, she knew his voice. He picked her up. She stopped. She just stopped crying because she don't like for you to lay her down. She don't like for you to put her on your. I can't put her on my. You know how you put a baby on your shoulder and start petting them. She don't like that. She wants you to sit her up like she a big girl because she's used to them sitting her up. She can't even hold her head up because she's not strong enough to. She's only 2 months, and so they hold her head up so she can look around. That's what she is used to. Okay. So she don't like it when you don't show her a lot of attention. I had to walk back and forwards with her because she didn't want the bottle no more to keep her quiet. Okay. So, but I love, spending time with her. That's my grandbaby. But I told my daughter, y'all got her too spoiled. She is spoiled to death. Okay. Hey, MVC, Martavis, SRT. So, and then listen, I was frustrated in my other live because I don't take back nothing I said. I just hate that my mom and them, I apologize to my mom and them because they had tuned in. I didn't know that they had tuned in. Okay. And I was just kind of pissed off because you get to thinking about like, I don't bother nobody. And these folks are on here grimy. And I don't get on here to have to consistently be filing reports on vloggers and having to, you know, um, you know, file, do other things. I don't get on here to do that. I get on here to vlog. And it's unfortunate, that there are about 3 or 4 vloggers that is determined that I'm not going to do that without me having to without a fight. Okay. Hold on, you guys. I'm waiting for more people to come in. Y'all make sure that you guys get a LifeLock, okay? Because they was mad at me, okay? I'm gonna tell y'all what happened. I'm gonna tell y'all what they did as soon as because I got on here and I was going off, okay? What they immediately did was they tried to run my credit. LifeLock called me. That's what they did. They immediately started trying to do something, okay? And my antennas kind of went up when somebody got on here and was like, your welfare gonna stop in April or something like that. My antennas went up because I'm knowing all the scams that these folks run. So my antennas went up. I'm like, do somebody got something in my, like, immediately? I know people don't say something for nothing. They so stupid that it's ridiculous. They don't say stuff just to be saying it. So I'm checking to make sure ain't none of these chicks that went and got no welfare and stuff in my name, okay? Because if they do, we coming for you. I'm letting you know that now. I'm letting you know that now. Like I said, I watch what people say very closely, and I understand when they say something, it is because that's how I knew they was hacking my stuff. When they would get, they trolls would get in here and certain things that they would say. And I'll go, dog, why they care about that? Or why would they say something like that? And me knowing now the types of schemes and scams that they are running, and I'm telling you, they running some hardcore scams on YouTube. It's a group of them. It makes my antennas always stay up, especially when they're saying something. Okay. He says, be trolling. I'm doing great. Everything working, Samber. What does that mean? Motherfuckers telling their boss top got bank and beat up in jail, and Duck ain't die about song. It was about his brother. When you say you're doing great, everything working, what you mean? I like for people to explain themselves, okay? So what you mean by that? You doing great, everything working. When you say be trolling, what does that mean? Explain to me what you mean. Don't block him. I want to know, because see, I've never seen him before. I like for people to explain themselves, because I don't want to, have them to the wrong. I like for them to, kind of talk it out. So tell me what you mean by that, MVC, because see, I've never seen you in here. Are you saying that you are a troll because you said be trolling? Are you a troll? Because you said everything working. Are you telling me that you're one of the hackers? Are you telling me that you're one of the hackers? You said have emotion in your way. Who be trolling? Who be trolling? Oh, okay, so okay, you got to understand now. I'm giving people the opportunity to explain themselves. I'm just asking you now because I didn't want to, start popping off on you, or I didn't want to start snapping you up so I can give it to the FBI, because that's what I'm gonna start doing to these trolls so that they can contact YouTube and go back and get the information. Okay. I'm letting these folks know now. I'm not playing with them. All gloves are off. Cause see, I didn't start bothering these folks. I saw you on High Thoughts TV Live. Who was that? I saw you on High Thoughts TV Live. What is that? Who is High Thoughts TV Live? Because see, y'all, this happening is real. And these folks think the shit that they do is funny. They've been getting away with it for so long that they think it's not about to end. And then some of these people, you have to understand this is all they have. And so if this is all they have, if they already got an obsession with me, oh, okay. If they already have an obsession with me, you have to understand, like when some people are sick. Sherry said, do I have to subscribe to come in? I have been speaking to you, Miss T. If you're not subscribed, Miss Sherry, Miss Sherry, are you telling me you're not subscribed to my channel? Because I can see your comment right now. I don't have it on subscribers only yet. So, Miss Sherry, if you're not subscribed, you need to subscribe. I don't know a High Thoughts TV MVC. I know ain't nobody using my likeness without me knowing. Right. I don't know who High Thoughts TV is. Especially in no Houston. I ain't got no business on no TV channel in Houston. Because I don't know nobody in Houston. Okay. Anyways, you guys, I wanted to finish talking about Mama Duck. Mama Duck is angry and hurting about her son. And I think I had started to speak about that a little bit earlier, about Mama Duck hurting about her child and how people are kind of giving Mama Duck a hard time. Everybody can feel whatever it is they want to feel, but they can't tell me how to feel, right? They can't tell me how to feel. And what I feel is that, you know, Mama Duck is hurting. Okay. Mama Duck is hurting about her son. I can't believe that people are sitting up mad talking about she on here vlogging. And I've heard several, you know, I kind of tuned into several channels, you know, where I heard the people, not necessarily the host, but I'm talking about the people that, you know, open panels and stuff, saying, you know, Mama Duck is vlogging and trying to make money off of her son. Who's supposed to make money off of her son if she ain't? Is it okay for us vloggers to get some pennies off of him and not the lady that carried him for 9 months? Is she not supposed to benefit from her very own son? Okay. Then I heard some people say, well, she on there. She know the life Duck was in. She's snitching on folks. That's another thing. As I was saying before, I think mental illness is like at an all-time high. Okay, thanks, Sherry. I think mental illness is at an all-time high because anytime you can fix your mouth to say that a mother is snitching on somebody that has taken her children out, one of her kids, okay? Anytime you can fix your mouth to say that she's snitching on them, why she's snitching on them, you need to go check yourself into something. I would hate to know if they got kids, because that means that people that think like that don't give a damn about their kids. They care more about the folks that's killing their kids than they do their own kids. They care more about their image. I ain't got the jacket on my back. Yeah, he killed my daughter, but I ain't get ready to say nothing about it. I ain't no snitch. That's why I say mental illness is at an all-time high. And you got old niggas thinking like that, old and rusty. And so that's why it takes me to, how are a lot of these youth, like what do they have to look up to? Honestly, what do they have to look up to? Okay. What do they have to look up to? Okay. If they looking at paying attention to these adults, and these are adults are putting this type of stuff into the atmosphere. Okay? If they're putting that type of stuff into the atmosphere. Hold on, y'all, reading the email. These women gonna let these men be the death of them. I promise to God they get ready to do some jail time. And that's all I'm gonna say about that. Okay. But Mama Duck is angry. Okay. Mama Duck live. She's live right now. Dog trying to tell you what they got to look up to. I'm telling you. And that's nothing. Because I never thought I would live to see the day where men are supposed to be the protectors of their family. They are supposed to be the protectors. But you got men getting on social media saying that a mother is wrong for telling on somebody that killed her child or her children. Y'all tell me if I sound crazy. Because see, I come from a day and time where people wouldn't, I don't even think, because you see animals get buck about their cubs and their little, cubs and kids or whatever, their babies. Am I thinking wrong when I say these folks are mentally sick to feel like Mama Duck or any other mama is wrong for saying these MFs took my child out and I want the police to get them? I thought logically, hey, that's how I think. That's how I would think for anybody's child. So it's scary when you seeing men that are older that got kids and grandkids say, Mama Duck wrong because she's snitching. There is a code. I feel sorry for their kids and grandkids because they got more loyalty to the people that did this, that's hurting their own family members, okay, and their image, I ain't no snitch, than they do their own children, okay? Now, Mama Duck did say, she said, now, Von's name, suppose it was $100,000 put on Duck's head, okay? It was $100 grand. And we saw the video where Von was in the jewelry store and he was getting all of these dudes that supposedly participated in this diamond necklaces with an O on it. I guess that would stand for O Block. And then there's video of when he went to the hood and made some payment. It looked like he made some payments. He was giving out money. And they're saying that supposedly that's when he was paying for FBG Duck's murder. And FBG Duck and King Von and Lil Durk they had all been going back and forth for the longest. They didn't have an urge to really kill FBG Duck until he started blowing up. I think they say he had signed a record deal, but he had started blowing up. FBG Duck, they would diss them way more than Duck was dissing them. And so when Duck would diss back, Duck stuff was way bigger. Okay. And I believe that somebody, and it could be Durk, that saw that FBG Duck, who was very versatile. FBG Duck was gone. If they had allowed him to live, if they had not been so jealous, FBG Duck, the stars was the limit. And they knew that he would have been one of the biggest things to ever come out of Chicago. Because he could have did any genre. Okay? The dude was hot. He was blazing. I keep reverting back to that song that they did. FBG Duck, well, King Von did it first. Okay? And it was called Exposing Me. And King Von them did a good job. But they did some of FBG them, Duck's little homies that they had killed. FBG Duck and this rapper in Chicago who is I want to see him blow up because the dude is hard. His name is Ruga. I had never even heard of him. They did Exposing Me remix and they blew it up. I mean, it just wasn't no coming back from that. They took their song and blew it up and dissed them like crazy. And the energy was off of the chain. And they got way more views on YouTube. Folks were saying, damn, they took Von them, exposed. He was talking about exposing me, all the people that he had killed, Tuka, and he broke the girl back. They say he was referring to Kyra, Ki, which was FBG Duck them people. So FBG Duck them went back at them hard. So then they claiming that when FBG Duck did the song Dead Bitches, he was only responding to a diss that they had recently did. Now, I don't believe if Dead Bitches had not blown up like it was getting traction fast because he was naming names and everything. If it had not blown up like it did, they would not have retaliated, but people was loving it. They was loving it. They loved that song that Duck did. And it was in a response to, another diss that they had did even on Duck's brother. Right? In the past, FBG Duck had he did a song called Legends. And what he was trying to do is call a truce, but they're saying that Lil Durk was the one that was constantly in Lil King Von's ear. He didn't want the truce because Durk knew that Duck was gonna blow up, and he didn't want nobody else out of Chicago to be as big. I started looking at, I have two friends actually that lives in Chicago that knows kind of what happened firsthand with that. And they was talking about FBG Cash. Y'all know Cash was killed last year. So I didn't pay a whole lot of attention to FBG Cash's situation, but I kind of went back when I was talking to her and just kind of started looking at his interviews, and I saw with FBG Cash, who was very close to FBG Duck, they were all in the same gang, had did an interview. And the interviewer said, so you took a picture over on O Block? He said, yeah, I did. Well, they're saying Cash had signed to Jay Prince Jr.'s Mob Ties management. He had just signed a management deal. If I'm wrong, somebody correct me, but I'm almost sure that they said it was Mob Ties management deal. Okay. And he says, hey, Monica. And so I was listening to FBG Cash one of the last interviews he did. That the interviewer said, so you went and took a picture over on O Block? He said, yeah, I did. He said, that's supposedly y'all's ops. He said, well, Durk told me to go do it. He said, oh, Durk told you to do it. He said, yeah, Durk told me to go do it. He said he wanted everybody to know it was all right. I truly believe that they softened FBG Cash up because Cash was, he was kind of gaining some traction too. They're saying that maybe, because Durk and Mob Ties is so close, which is Jay Prince Jr., that he might have did it too. Okay. Thank you, Tyson. Okay. And so I do believe that, it seems like Durk has started trying to reach out to Cash like he was cool with him. Okay. And I think they kind of softened FBG Cash up because he has started gaining traction after, Duck was killed. And I believe they set him up because they say he was leaving Jay Prince Jr.'s the studio. Nobody knew he was there, but probably Jay Prince Jr. They say Jay Prince Jr. has a studio in Chicago. They're saying that the girl could have possibly set him up, but a lot of people in Chicago feels like that Jay Prince Jr. kind of gave his location and they took him out too because he was gaining some traction too, just like FBG Duck was, because allegedly, possibly Lil Durk don't want nobody to be as big as he was. Okay. And so they paid for that hit on Duck because Duck was definitely a star. Duck was going to restart status. And it just kind of reminds me, I always say it, and I know I was kind of fussing earlier, and I went back and I did find one of the videos because I did 2 videos on Duck. I thought they had deleted both of them, but they deleted the live, but they didn't delete the other one. Okay. I had some more people because I was mad as hell. They was like, "Calm down, we're gonna help you. We're gonna see." You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't gonna even say I'm stop telling these folks what I do. Okay, but just know y'all mess with the wrong one. Okay, and so um, anyways, you are more than welcome, and we know the real about what is going on in the hip hop world. Yeah, it's a lot of demonic stuff that is going on, but I think it's a shame that it's a group of people because, and let me just say this with FBG Duck. The reason I said even that was 4 months ago, and the live that they deleted was even because I kept a copy of it. It was a month before that, so it was 5 months ago when I looked at FBG Duck's case, and I knew immediately. I said, "Dog," and I got on here and I kept saying, I was like, "Y'all, FBG Duck's case is a case to watch because FBG Duck's case and Young Dolph's case have too many similarities." I really believe that those cases are going. It's y'all. I said, pay attention to Duck. If y'all can remember, I said that. I said, pay attention to Duck's case because what you see in y'all FBG Duck's case, you're gonna start seeing in Young Dolph's case. I said that 5 months ago. Okay. Well, FBG Duck's case turned into a Rico. Okay. It has turned into a Rico, and we see some stuff is in the atmosphere as it relates to Young Dolph's case. And I feel personally one of the reasons that they have not said that Young Dolph's case has turned into a Rico is because you have more and more people. I think, even though Duck's case was big, you got a whole lot of damn vloggers that's tied up in a whole lot of stuff as it relates to Young Dolph's case. So I think it just keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger with Young Dolph. Okay. These motherfuckers, I'm telling y'all, excuse me, because my mama might be on here. It's just keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger as it relates to Young Dolph. And ain't nobody putting these folks in there. These folks are putting themselves in this stuff because of greed. It ain't nothing I can do to nobody. It ain't nothing nobody else can do to nobody that ain't doing nothing illegal. They are inserting themselves in this because of greed, right? Just like them folks that was out there that shot Dolph inserted themselves in a beef for some money. These vloggers are doing the exact same thing. Mark my word. Okay. You could take that to the damn bank, and I promise you that check is gonna cash. Okay. Hey, Nene Loyal. But they said that Duck wanted to more so also be, independent. Okay. That's what they were saying. They said he kind of thought like Young Dolph. But if you think about the similarities, Duck's case has turned into a Rico. Hey, I'm telling y'all, I'm telling y'all better just watch that. Okay? Just watch it. It's up there. I'm telling you, watch that. Okay, as it relates to that. Now, they were into it about women. Okay. Duck's mom revealed that one of Duck's supposed to be gang members, because he was a GD too, was mad at Duck, and he kind of hung out at O Block, some of the dudes on O Block, but he was mad at Duck because supposedly Duck had slept with his baby mama. And the reason that we saw the dudes who went and shot Duck running down the hall like that was because he was the one that called. They saw Duck downtown shopping for his child's birthday. So they got down there to get him. Okay. And even before this, she said this, somebody had told me maybe a month or so back, some months back, that Duck saw the dudes and asked the lady in the store if he could go out through the back. And she said no. Now that's what I was told. Okay. And so his mother reveals that the dudes was over across the street watching. I'm telling you, y'all, I tried to pull up that video. It's a good video of when he was out there. He was laying in that street. He was very alert. And when he was on his belly, he tried to get up. His girlfriend was screaming and he was looking back. And they say he even said when they rolled him over on his back, y'all ain't gonna help me because the ambulance was out there in no time. And the police would not let the ambulance through because they said they wanted to secure the scene to make sure that the killers was not still out there. What kind of mess is that? And they let that boy lay out there while he was asking for help and die. Because as soon as they picked him up and put him up on their gurney, his arm dropped. You could see that. And I feel like that's when he died. That's when he passed on. But how ironic is it that when they asked King Von about, Dirk, just like he did with the girl K.I., he tried to act like he said, I couldn't sleep. I couldn't sleep all night. And then he puts the phone down and him and somebody starts laughing in the background, knowing that he had put the hit on the young man. Right? So then 2 months and 2 days later, King Von is killed. Okay? Because of an altercation. Now, it's been smoke about Von being killed. They're saying they try to blame it on I can't think of the young man, Quentin. What's the rapper name? Quentin. Y'all help me with the name. Y'all know I forget names. Quanto. So they try to blame it on Quanto's people. Okay. But they're actually saying that King Von's people did this, right? To him. Because, they saying, Dirk might have set him up because they knew that they was going to trial and they wanted to put all of this stuff on King Von. Look at what happened. King Von dies and, they say Dirk laid everything at his feet. So it's, those people that was saying that it wasn't Quanto's people that did this to him, that King Von's own manager that Dirk assigned to him fired the shot that took him out. Hey, it sounds like it could be that Quando Rondo. That's right, Quando Rondo. That's his name, Quando Rondo. Okay. You said sorry for my loss. We're heartbroken. What's my loss, Natasha? Who you talking about? Who you talking about, Natasha? Natasha, who you talking about? I want to hear Natasha say who she talking about. You sorry for who's lost? Cause see, I know these. I'm gonna wait and see what she gonna say. Oh, Mama Duck. Okay, yeah, Mama Duck. And y'all, let me just say this: when these folks come into the chat, and I don't know what you're talking about, don't take it personal, because I'm gonna ask you. Because in a day and time on the internet, with these folks setting up folks on the internet, because they think they get ready to get their record label up off the ground, or they think they get ready to be signed, FBI said it ain't gonna happen. I just have to say that. Because these niggas call themselves flat foot killing to try to get to the top. And it's all going to be null and void anyways. Okay? Mama Duck say everybody going down. That woman been doing her homework. That mayor going down. That police department needs to be sued. Okay? That police department let Duck lay out there and die. Okay? The police department let Duck lay out there and die. They absolutely did. And that's the reason why I had, like, when I started doing the research on it, I don't know why it just pulled me in. If y'all People was asking me, you supposed to be talking about Duck. Why you talk about Duck? I was like, I'm telling y'all, it's just it's just too similar. Somebody mad at Dolph about a girl. They saying somebody set Duck up about a girl. Okay. Jealousy because Duck was going up. Duck was just, I wish I could just I'm gonna just play a little bit because I just want y'all to see this, okay? The dude was just talented. He was just really talented. Hold on. Y'all know I can't play no music. I can only play like a few seconds. I want y'all to see the song. This is the song that they saying got him killed. Okay. And he was only responding to, okay, and Mob Tie's tied up in this. Okay. He was only responding to a diss. They always dissed each other back and forth. So why all of a sudden, when a young man started going up, they decide he got to die because they was jealous of him. Okay. But they're saying that this is the song right here, y'all. But this song went up. It was going all the way up. So it wasn't necessarily the song. It was because it was going up, and his diss was, his comeback on it was always harder. Hold on.
My penis. Boy, you ain't gonna squeeze it you around for no reason.
Okay, if you look in this, if you listen to the video, because I'm gonna have to stop it and start it back. He starts naming names of people on that side that they lost. Okay.
Boy, what block you from? Let us know so we can spin it. Made Chicago legend shit. That was just about business. Said I won't go this to dead, and okay, I did it.
Okay, and he said he wasn't gonna diss the dead because he had said in the interview he didn't want to diss the dead, but they would always keep dissing like his brother, because you know he had lost his brother, his cousin, and that's what made him come back with this song "Dead Bitches." And it's hey, I'm not, hey, I don't know. They were all talented. I can't understand why they couldn't just get along.
But nigga, fuck T Roy and OD, them dead bitches. You heard about J Money? Yeah. Nigga, he's getting dead the same way. Bitch, don't play with gang. You don't want Lil Bro in your gang way. I know you heard about Lil Bro. Yeah. They left.
And they're saying that, you know, a month after that video was put out, he was killed, you know. And like I said, they had been dissing each other back and forth, but that song went all the way up. It went up in a short amount of time. And I truly believe that it really, because they had been dissing each other so much, I don't think they was mad about the song. I think they was just mad about him going up. That's what I think. And I think Von was sent out, you know, because they had plans for Von. Okay, that's what I think. Because King Von was very talented too. I got to say that. Hold on. Here's another song that Von did where he's talking about, you know, how they took out some of Duck's people. Okay. And the song was very successful. People liked that song. You know, King Von could, you know, he was hard.
Ain't got no holes in me. I be quick to run up, let it pop. That's just the O in me. Rest in peace to Simple 8 apart. That was the O in me. Goofy got shot right up in his top. His brother told on me. Couldn't get a bond. I set it out. They put that hold on me. 4-5, XDs, 50 shot, glizzies, please treat, bitch please. You know I grew up on that balance. DOA turn. Off them sirens, I be thirsty on this ass from Cicero to Stony Island, huh?
Yeah, no, I have to stop it, right? I have to stop it and start it back.
This bong get on your ass and you with them birds. Yo, preacher all in church, reading out Proverbs. If folks are mad at me, I put it too much word. They saying bounce it back, cause get back game, they down my back, but I'm...
Okay, so that was Von's, okay? And he did diss them in that.
I'm tired of smelling Tuka and Lamar, and I'm tired.
Okay, so he said he tired of smoking Tuka and Lamarck. That was Duck's them people that they took out, right? So he kind of did his song first and dissed them. So Duck took his song, and Von got 4 million views on that. So Duck took his beat and did Duck and Ruga took their beat and did a remix. And Duck got 48 million views. See, every time he did a comeback on them, his stuff got way more views, right? They was both talented, though. I want to show y'all this. This one is Duck's. Yeah, but I mean, when they did it, they did a remix on their song after they dissed them, and they got way more views. So, like I said, they was getting a lot of traction. They was going up, and I truly believe, you know, and a lot of people believe that it was more so Dirk that was sending Von out because he knew that Duck and them was getting ready to blow up. Just like they were saying that, you know, that he was blocking them on getting you know, he was blocking them when it came to them getting booked in clubs and things of that nature. They said Dirk was doing all that because he didn't want them to succeed. And so that's why it's not hard for me when I hear people say, you know, that, you know, Dirk sent Von out to do some stuff and then he turned around and set him up. You know, hey, it's not hard for me to believe. Look at what happened with his trial. It looks like what people were saying in the beginning, it came to pass, right? It came to pass. So, and there's a lot of people saying it, you know, and Quando Rondo they're saying was just kind of, he was set up. If you think about that, Quando Rondo said he was not even supposed to be at that club. You could tell that he didn't go there to do nothing to Von. But Von and them are sitting there waiting on Lil Boosie, who never shows up. And then all of a sudden, Quando Rondo, what are the chances him and his people just pull up next to them? Quando said they weren't even supposed to go to the club that night. It's something weird about that. And I can't understand why people don't see that. Right? So Mama Duck is angry because what people need to understand, even though that's her son, that he's been gone 2 years, that'll always be her son. When people start to forget about, if they ever start to forget about Duck and he becomes just a thought, they go, oh yeah, you know, years later, oh yeah, I remember Duck. He was talented. He becomes a thought to other people. He always lives on in her heart. Always. That's her child. I wouldn't care what mistakes she made in the past. That's her child. And so, when people say that, she need to pipe down and she just trying to get money, if anybody gonna get money off of them, it should be her. I don't know why people think that all of the money. I know that's her son, but I'm blogging on this case. I blog better than her. I'm supposed to get the money. That's how sick a lot of these folks are. We see how twisted they are on here. Okay. But Mama Duck is hurting. And regardless to what she has went through in the past, nobody could ever tell me that she does not love her child. Everybody loves their children, even hey, most do, I guess. I believe that she did. And so when folks say, well, she was just trying to ride her son coattail, I don't understand, folks. What you mean by that? She just had one of her son to be alive because he was gonna be rich. That's how, when you hear people say stuff like that, those are jealous people, because in the back of their mind they saying, well, I'm glad he dead because at least now she ain't gonna be rich. Whereas if I got rich today, my mom and them show ain't never got another thing to worry about, because that's what logical people do. They take care of their parents, they take care of their children, they take care of the people that they love. Okay. They take care of the people that they love. Right. Hold on, you guys. I have to see who this is. Hold on, y'all. Give me a second. Okay, y'all. I'm back. Okay. Hold on, y'all. Hold on, you guys. Give me 1 second. Okay. Woo, that's a whole other level of ignorance. Absolutely. All this is connected to mob ties. I'm telling you. When I looked into that, okay, with when I looked into that with hold on, y'all. I'm steady getting emails back to back. Okay. When I looked into this with FBG Cash, I saw where he had signed something with mob ties, or somebody told me that actually. Okay. And then when he spoke about Dirk telling him to go to O Block, I think that was just softening him up to make him think that they was cool so that they could kill him. That's all. That's what I think. And I think they strategically worked a lot. Hey, I kind of believe Mob Ties was in on this. Okay. I just dropped the link. If anybody wants to come up, you can come up. And also, here's the thing. If you don't have your camera on in the backstage, make sure before I pull you up, turn your camera on so that I can see who you are, okay? I just need to see who you are. We're talking about the FBG Duck case. We're talking about Mama Duck is angry and hurting about her son. And I felt the need to come back. I couldn't talk about it like I wanted to because, my grandbaby had gotten a little fussy. But I had wanted to say that as a mother, and I think any mother, unless they don't give a damn about their kids, will share the same sentiments. Mothers never stop grieving over their children. And as a mother, if one of my children grew up to be a superstar today, and God forbid something happened to them, as a mother, I feel like only me and their children should benefit from them first, okay? I know other people vlog about them and things of that nature. That would be fine. But for somebody to sit up and say she's just trying to get money off her son's name, she gave birth to that son. She made that son and carried him. So why in the hell somebody else got a problem with the mama she really supposed to have everything he got, him and his kids, her and his kids. Everything with his voice on it, his name on it, okay, his likeness on it. Mama Duck and those kids of his are supposed to own it. And anybody that thinks otherwise is something wrong with them. But it just goes to show, like I said, the mental illness, the jealousy, and how the mentality of how people are now. To me, it's sick. It's a sick thing. All this is connected. Mob tie, CMG, Lil Dirt. Okay. G-Money said, Bag trying to distance himself from CMG too late. I don't know. I was hearing people say that. I'm not sure if he is. I'm not sure if he is trying to distance himself. I've seen some people in the vlogs put that into the vlogs, but I don't know how true that is. Okay. I don't know how true it is. If I was rich and something happened to me, I want my mother to receive my inheritance. Absolutely. You would think that anybody else would know that. Anybody would know that. I don't know a mother or a father that would feel like if something happened to their child and their life was interrupted, that somebody other than them is supposed to have what they have left behind. A person that thinks like that is on crack. Okay? But I can't, because crackheads think better than a lot of these folks. I've been around people that was on crack. Okay, and a lot of their thinking is more logical than some of these folks that say they ain't on crack. Okay. I want everything to go to my child and my mom. Wow. Wow. Yeah, make sure y'all hit the like button. If you haven't hit the like button, make sure you hit the like button. But as I said, I didn't get the opportunity really to finish, talking about this because, like I said, we got into talking about something else and I had to set the record straight on some stuff. And then my grandbaby was fussy. Okay. So I wanted to get back on here and finish talking about that because, like I said, I had taken a strong interest in FBG Duck's case. Honestly, I have because FBG Duck's case reminds me a lot of the Young Dawes case. And I've been saying that for months. And I think when it's all said and done, FBG Duck may have a finale before Dawes. Of course, he was killed before Young Dawes. But I think when it's all said and done, when we go back, when both of them are over and we go back and compare them, it's going to be so many similarities in the very end. I can promise you that. Young Dawes, had not gotten to where he had gotten, but Young Dolph had achieved, but he had a lot of money before he went into the industry. I think FBG Duck was starting to generate money, and FBG Duck had the probabilities of obtaining millions of dollars. Okay, if he had learned the business, if he had, and some more stuff, because he was so versatile in his rapping, he was just very, very talented. Right, he was very, very talented. He could have worked, he could have did like a Nelly thing and went and worked with some rock stars and some more stuff because of just his voice, his style of rapping. He could change it up. And it bothers me to see young men gunning them each other down like this because of greed. It never works out, because look at what has happened. King Von was set up and killed 2 months later, and the young men that did this to Duck, they threw. They're finished. So who have been the winners? Nobody is left to hurt except for the mothers. That's the reason why I can't understand why these niggas sitting up talking about these mamas ain't got no business. Use a motherfucking lie. Okay? These mamas gave birth to these. They came out of their JJ. If anybody gonna get in the money, it should be their kids and their mamas. Okay? King Von's mama is left to mourn. Mama Duck is left to mourn. And believe it or not, these fools that went and got themselves caught up in this for some money and some jewelry that they'll never get to wear again. They probably not ready to pawn their jewelry for the lawyers, because they ain't got no money for no lawyers. So I bet you that jewelry that King Von got them, that diamond necklace with O on it, been hawked, because they got to have some lawyers. So what good did killing FBG Duck do? They in jail for life, away from their kids. King Von gone. The only person left out here winning is Dirk, until God get tired of him, and he already taken his name and number and gone ahead and do his thing on him, because that's a God thing right there. When you got folks that are puppet masters like that, that's a God's thing. I always say that, and when God get them, they got it. Just ain't no recuperation, no nothing. Okay. So I know Mama Duck was saying, how come ain't, they talking about the other ones? And she said, but they ain't saying nothing about, she was referring to Dirk, because that's a God thing right there, Mama Duck. And when it's going to take God for that one, because right now he got a whole lot of fools around him that's on their knees for some money. These folks doing anything for crumbs. Okay. So God is plotting and planning on that one. And when he get them, he got. Because he says, when I get them back, you're going to see me get them back, and she'll get to see it. And sometimes when God get them back, he be so gangster on them, you be feeling sorry for him. Okay? Because trust me, they don't get away. They might get away for a little while, and it's just for a little while. Okay? It's just for a little while. Monica said Dirk working with the police. I was always very suspicious about when King Von was walking through that airport and Dirk's lawyer asked for his ID, and we could recognize that was Dirk's lawyer. And King Von said in the video, did they ask anybody else for their ID? He knew something was wrong. He said, now they got my address. He was paranoid about that. As a matter of fact, let me see if I can find that. Hold on. Why would Dirk's lawyer want his ID with his address and stuff on it? I be hating to show stuff from these other people's pages. Okay. Why would his lawyer do that? Hey, Tracy. Well, Von gone Dirk. Right. Dirk charges got dropped. Daryl said Von and Cash were cousins. If we put two and two together, we get four. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button. If you haven't hit the like button, please hit the like button. Okay. A Nefertiti. Okay. Before who died? Nefertiti? Nefertiti? Stay out of what stuff? Nefertiti. What stuff are you talking about? Stay out of what stuff? Nefertiti, TT, what are you talking about? Nefertiti? Stay out of what stuff? What you talk about? Y'all know that's another vlogger down. That's another vlogger. Okay. That's another vlogger who don't want me talking about the FBG Ducks case. Okay. Okay. Because Nefertiti know that Big Duck is not my son. Nefertiti is another vlogger that came in here that don't want me talking about this because they feel like they're supposed to be the ones eating on this. This is how I eat. So we're gonna go over there and try to harass her. And I just took a picture of your name, Nefertiti. Okay. And it's gonna go in the FBI report as soon as I get off of here, okay? I'm not playing with you niggas. Stop making your fake pages, you bitch niggas, and coming over here in my vlog. They send their goddamn trolls over here because they feel like this the only way I eat. I've been talking about duck all this time. I'm supposed to be the one eating off a duck. They so pitiful. They don't even want his mama, who knows the most, or whatever you are. Okay, they don't want his mama to even talk about him. His mama talk about him. She gonna get more views than me, and I ain't gonna be able to eat. Okay, right? But you know, that's what they do. That's what certain vloggers do. They start making fake pages and they start sending their people over here. Okay. I don't know who you are. Iskaya. I don't know who you are. If you are, you must not be blocked if you can come in my chat. So what you talk about? If you come in and in my chat, you not blocked. What other name are you up under, Iskaya? Has somebody else been talking? I'm gonna have to figure out Sky Alexis. Sky Alex. I don't remember you, Sky Alex. Sky Alex, I'm trying to think. Were you the one that they said was hacking? Okay. Yeah, they're trying to change the topic, but let me just say this, and I'm not gonna let them change the topic because I'm gonna just keep going. But I will say this to some of these women that are trolls, because a lot of them are Because a lot of them are I'm trying to think. It seems like me, I can't remember a Sky Alex. I think I can. But I'm just say this, and I'm just referring to some of these women. I understand how the operation goes at this point. Okay. Do not, this is not the time to let these men send y'all out, especially if you got children and you got something to be out of jail for. Don't let these men do this to y'all. And I'm telling y'all from one woman to another, it ain't worth it. I promise you, it's not worth it. Some of these men have orchestrated and violated so many people on this YouTube. And a lot of what these women do, it is because these men send them out to do it. I thought the age of pimps and hoes was dead. I guess it ain't. But they hoeing for nothing, for no money at all, just to be macked on. Okay. But just don't do it. Because see, these men are hoping for something bigger, like record deals and, you know, they're artists and stuff to get deals with some of these labels. It ain't gonna happen anyways. So they use you all to go out and do the dirty work. What makes people want to go troll? I don't know a person's income or their financial situations and things of that nature. I don't know that. But I'm telling you all, as one from one woman to another, it ain't worth it. I've said my piece. And now I'm moving on from that. I ain't saying another word about it. I said my piece and I'm moving on from it because it's out of my hands anyways. And I'm through with that. But Miss Muffet said, I remember her from a long time ago, Miss T. I don't know. It seems like I can remember somebody, a Sky Alexis or something, but I it's been so long, I don't know. I've had so many people come through here. Okay. That's right. But back to Mama Duck, y'all. I think it's a good thing that FBG Duck is getting ready to get some justice because just with the way that they allowed him to lay in the street and die, it almost kind of leads me to believe. I've had questions about, what's the Chicago PD involved? Have y'all ever heard? I mean, is anybody here from Chicago? Have there been problems? Have people complained about the Chicago PD maybe working, because I just saw somebody say that Dirk was working with the police. Is he working with the Chicago PD? Because, if he is, okay, and I gotta hold on. Let me take a picture of this Nefertiti because I think that was a threat, and the FBI got a threat hotline, and that was definitely a threat. Before you die, yeah, God just put that into my spirit. Take a picture of that and upload it. That was definitely a threat. That's the reason why I got it up on the screen so that it can be recorded. Okay. But do y'all think that the Chicago PD was possibly working with them to sit out there and let that boy just die with the ambulance trying to get in? Right? Because it would seem to me when the ambulance is out there and they sitting there, they was there within minutes. The hospital was 3 minutes away. Couldn't they have couldn't they have just let the ambulance came through? Did the police actually was they crazy enough to believe that with that boy laying on the ground for 17 minutes, if they was gonna shoot, he was laying out there for them to shoot. He was on the ground. That they could not let the ambulance through so that they could pick him up and put him on a gurney and take him 3 minutes up the street. I truly believe that he would have survived because he was fighting to live in. They let him suffer. I think Mama Duck should have been filed a lawsuit against them. This is all on video. They basically let her son die. So she's got every right to be angry because he was trying to survive. And we saw that they let him lay out there for 17 minutes and die. If the hospital is 3 minutes up the street, they could have immediately got him in surgery and saved him. Okay, they let him bleed out. Yeah, Ruga is Duck's cousin. Ruga is hot. He is one of Chicago's best kept secrets. Okay, and I hope more people start to learn about Ruga, because Ruga, not only is that, but Ruga is very conscious too. Okay. Evidently, they wasn't worried about them being around because they didn't move the bystander. You absolutely right, that dude 73. You absolutely right. Because somebody was able to record Duck laying on the ground that whole time, suffering. So if they was trying to secure the scene, hell, you mean to tell me you let the bystander stand out there, but you don't let the ambulance who is waiting to come through, you hold them up? Talking about we trying to secure the scene. Then try to administer CPR, didn't do nothing. Let the boy just suffer and die. I heard they could have saved Von's life as well. Really? You know, I saw that video of Von. And when that video showing when Von was killed, I think that kind of broke my heart too. Because I know that they was trying to, I guess, save him. But the way the dudes was, trying to pick him up and they was dragging him, his body was limp. I don't, that couldn't have been safe. And then we don't know if they saying that he was set up. Hell, they put him in the car. They took him to the hospital. Hell, we don't know what they did to him when they got him in the car. I'm just saying, if it's true what everybody is saying. When did Von actually die? Did he die on the way to the hospital, or are they saying he died at the hospital? He said they've been scandalous since Kanika Jenkins stuff happened. I believe they are paid for. Wow. Police has got to be getting paid under the table. Von's sister claimed the police shot Von while he was down already. Wow. Wow. They said he was alert in the car. Okay. So that means he died when he got to the hospital? Then I guess he must have died. Did he die in surgery? I'm trying to figure out what time frame was it that Von died, because they say he was alert while he was in the car. Did he lose too much blood, or did he die in the operating room or something? But they said he was alert in the car, and it depends on what really went on, if that's believable. We're constantly catching on to all this secrecy and connecting the dots. They said he was okay. Yeah, make sure y'all hit the like button. If you haven't hit the like button, please hit the like button. If you haven't hit the like button, please hit the like button. Yeah, I think it's a shame. And I'm just going to say this, okay? I think it's a shame before God how African American men are killing each other as a sport. The Alabama Herald said he died at the hospital. Word is that the shots paralyzed him. And you could tell that how limp he was when they was, when a person is shot like that, you're not supposed to, they weren't supposed to move him. Oh, that was a sad thing to me because they was handling him like he was a little doll or something. You could tell he was limp, and it looks like he might have, that to me that was gruesome too. That bothers me. Because Vaughn was a talented young man too. Somebody posted an alleged coroner's report say Vaughn was hit 25 times. Wow. They're saying Quando's people, that young man that they're claiming that was with Quando did not hit Vaughn no 25 times. Tyler Shea says he died on the way to the hospital. Okay. Something has to be done about it. Right, Tracy. Something has to be done about our community. Something has to be done. The mindset has to be changed. And I think that's the reason why I be so hard on these OGs. I goes hard on them. Okay. Because a lot of these younger dudes look up to these OGs, especially if they look at them as a success. Why don't they change? These men have the power, really, especially these OGs, especially in a day and age where you see a lot of kids don't have anybody to look up to. They have the power to change the atmosphere in the hood. Instead of them changing the atmosphere, they want these little dudes to suffer because they suffer. I've heard men say on the internet, I went to jail and served time for something I ain't do. I tell these little dudes they gonna have to do the same thing. Motherfucker, you 60 years old, bitch. And you sitting up talking about you want somebody to suffer the way you did? It's too many damaged men out here that want to see people hurting because they're hurt. I remember a time where the elders would always say, that's the reason why the Bible always talk about giving reverence to the elders, because the elders would always give wisdom and try and stop people or stop the younger generation if they could help them and tell them something different so that they wouldn't have to go through the struggle that they went through. That's a lot of why our ancestors went through what they went through, so we wouldn't have to go through it. So why these bitches think just because they went through hell with their old crackhead asses that these young dudes supposed to take a lick because I did it too, instead of trying to tell them better. Okay? Pitiful. Pitiful on a whole nother damn level. And then they had a nerve to get mad at me because I see it for what it is and I calls it out. You hard on the black men. Okay. And you said that to say what? Because until I see a difference, ain't nothing gonna change. These black women don't respect us. You expect for a black woman that's got to take care of you, that you beating up on, that you trying to convince to sell her body, that you trying to convince to trying to use. I hate that word when I hear these men say, I go, God, where did we go wrong? What has gone? How did the parents fail their children? When you hear a man sit up and say, I came up off of a bitch. If that don't let you know the nigga sorry, I don't know what is. He ain't come up off of nothing, his wit, nothing he got going on for himself. He's sitting up talking about he came up off of some woman's daughter. That's a damn shame. Pathetic. Okay? I've heard some of these OGs sit up and laugh about. Okay? Man, I sit back. I like to instigate that. I had them little niggas into it. Digging boogers all out his damn nose. Laughing. Okay? No life at all. Just pathetic. It ain't nowhere in the hell. But I understand I'm a different breed. And there's a lot of other people like me. It ain't nowhere in hell I've ever wanted to see anybody go through any suffering that I ever had to go through. Okay? And I understand. I'm gonna tell y'all something. When I first started working for the police department, I worked for this person who felt like, first of all, they was jealous of younger women. Okay. And I worked for this lady who was a supervisor when I first started working there, who felt like because they had started 25 years early, they started in a different time when everything was cheaper, okay, that they started out, okay, making no money at all. When I first started working for the police department, I was pregnant. I was pregnant and I was in school, okay? I just happened to stumble up on a damn job. Hell, I just happened to stumble up on it. I was like, well, hell, I'm in college. I'm pregnant. I need a damn job. And I remember walking downtown and this real tall police officer, I can't even remember who he was, said, what you doing out here in this heat acting spoiled? He was probably trying to flirt with me. I said, I'm trying to figure out what city hall and I need a job. I'm in school. He said, well, I tell you what, it was before my dad even got in politics. He said, well, I tell you what got deeper in it. He said, I tell you what, you go over there to 201 Poplar to the 12th floor. They taking applications. I said, okay. I walked in. The lady thought that I was somebody else that she was getting ready to hook up. She thought a friend of hers had sent me. She was supposed to get a job to somebody else. I just stumbled in at the right time and he sent me to the wrong damn place. But it was the right place because I was supposed to go to City Hall. And I ended up in the beginning of those months working up under somebody that was jealous of other women. Okay. And she would always tell me, I know you want to make more money, but you know, when I started here 25 years ago, I wasn't making no money. So she felt like she had a husband and everything that had a good job. And she saw me, a struggling student that was pregnant and wanted me to go through what she went through. But whatever is for you, devil in hell can't stop it. I couldn't understand that. That's the reason why, even for me now, I said that to say this. When I have never in my life wanted to see anybody go through nothing that I had a hard time going through. If I could tell them better, I always do. I said, look, I had a hard time. Okay. I went through that. If I can help you to keep you from going through, I don't want you to go through that. I never had an issue with somebody coming in making the same amount of money than me. Well, I started out with this and they bring you in making the same amount of money than me. I got a problem with that. Hell no, the way times is hard. Girl, you make it. First of all, you don't tell nobody what you make. But if I knew they came in making what I was making, I ain't had no issue with it. But the problem is, even the reason why these kids, these younger generation, is like they is because these old niggas tore up from the damn flow up. Okay? Nene said, it's a lot of rotten people out here. Heart just black. If you cut them open, you wouldn't want others to go through what you've been through, especially if you can help them. I'm telling you. So you see that mentality. A lot of these dudes that's on here committing these heinous acts against women on here, because it's these men that's doing it. They got kids. I know who a lot of them are, if not all of them. They've been identified. They got children. All but about one of them. Okay. But they're on here and they participate. Black men, this is what get me, with some of these white channels that know they ain't got nothing but cap channels to come up against a black woman because they think, well, if we can run her off, we'll all be able to eat. They still got more views than me. Okay. They set up and tried to do something to me when I got off. I ain't gonna say what it was because it's being taken care of. All I can say is we want you to do it, bitch nigga. Do it. But what they doing is they sending these women out to do it. Okay? That's got more to lose because they got kids that's living with them, a lot of them, and they got grandkids. And they get ready to go away from them. All about some internet ass niggas that don't give a F about them, don't know them, and ain't studying them. because of their hate deep down inside for other women. So what do this generation, this younger generation have to look up to but a bunch of bitter bitches? Okay? Because anytime you could fix your mouth to say, okay, well, I went and I went and did some time for something I didn't do. These young dudes gonna have to go pay their dues too. You a sick dude. You a sick dude for real. That's the reason why when folks get around here get to talking about straight drop them, I say whatever straight drop them down they're doing, they should have been did it, whatever that is. Okay, even though you have to pay for what you did, ain't no need you paying for it by yourself, especially when you done been set up anyways. And so that's why I always say, okay. That's why I always say they messing with the right one. I was telling somebody when I got off of live earlier, okay? When I got off of live earlier, and they said you shouldn't have put all of that into the atmosphere. Okay. They ain't gonna stop. These niggas think that ain't nobody on their asses. And a lot of these white ones that's involved, they feel like they're gonna be able to hide behind these niggas. That's what they look at them as, cuckabug head niggas. We're gonna hide behind them. Because that's what they do. They ain't got no loyalty to them. They already threw some of them up under the bus. Okay? But God is allowing it. It's been going on for so long. God is allowing it to happen to me because I got the resources to stop it. I was thinking about some stuff. I went back and I looked at some stuff that had happened to another vlogger, Miss Lowdown. They put a hit on that lady's life. Do y'all understand me? Them niggas put a hit on that lady's life because they wanted to run her off. Regardless to whether you believe in what a person say or not, why in the hell a vlogger think they got the right to put a hit on another vlogger because their narrative is different? Because they decided we gonna run this sector and everything that we say we want it to all be the same. Why do you think they had the right to have that lady killed? I done turned that into the FBI. It's a history of it. So when my mama get phone calls and folks sitting up saying they gonna kill her, I said, well, this is a history of it. They did this to a vlogger. Okay? This is what they do. Another vlogger reached out to me. I'm not gonna say her name and said they did it to me. I was once a part of it. And this is how they do it, A to Z. I can give you the game if you just don't mention my name, and I ain't gonna mention it. But what make these niggas think these are men, think that they can kill women just because they vlogging in a sector and you fuck niggas that's got something to lose? Y'all all in cahoots with these dudes? Putting hits on folks. And I hope the investigators that's on this is in here. Putting hits on them. The same thing they try to do to me. Okay? That's the reason why I say, because they're able to dox y'all if you don't have a VPN on your phone. That if any of my subscribers have had any issues, okay, that I want you to reach out to the FBI. And I say that for a reason, y'all. This is the link. I'm saying it for a reason. Hold on. What happens is The moment that you fill this report out, hold on. It is routed to a team. That's the reason why I said make sure you put on there YouTube related. Hold on. Because they own it. Okay. This is it right here. I want y'all to fill this report out. I want y'all to. Hold on. They waiting on y'all. The moment you fill it out, it takes about 15 minutes. They route it to the team. Make sure you put YouTube related crimes of hacking and identity theft. They're going to route it to the team that is on this. I need y'all to do it immediately and let them know also that murder has been plotted on YouTube by certain vloggers. Okay, because they feel like they're supposed to own a sector and keep the narrative the way they want to so they can constantly get the cash apps and things of that nature. This is what is going on. Them folks can tell you had a old Sears and Roebuck card back in the day. They terrible. That doxing should be illegal. Old Johnny PWP was the worst. Wow. They also work with people who own insurance companies that have licenses for like other little companies. Like I'm hearing, um, like if they've had insurance companies, like if they've had like tow trucking companies and things of that nature, where they can get into systems, and people like that is selling your information to them too, right? Also, with their hackers are able to get into your computers, and a lot of people keep their information on their computers. Okay, so they're able to get into your computers, and they are what they're doing is kind of like marrying, which is cloning your computers, right? That's what they're doing. Okay. And so then what they do is once they get your information, okay. Really? See, I don't know no tow truck blogger. I just had somebody to send me the information saying that a blogger owned a tow trucking company or something. I don't, they didn't say the name. I don't know a tow trucking blogger. Okay. And so, um, um, he said, I rock with Miss Lowdown. And yes, she does go through the same stuff. Okay. And so then what they do is once they steal your information, they get your banking information and things of that nature, your credit card information. Once they hack your computer and they get their trolls, who all these people are that start coming into these chats. That's the reason why I've been snapping their names and stuff. What they do is they once they get get your information, they have their trolls to start sending them real big super chats back to back to back to back to run your credit card up. And then when the FBI visit them, they go, well, I don't know, they just subscribers. I ain't know none of these people. I do my blog, and I just thought that they were just donating to my channel. This is what they do. Okay. This is what they do. So I think it's a shame, that people are doing this. I think it's a shame. These people that have been named to me that I was told that has been violating me, I ain't never even had no problems with these vloggers. The majority of them, I've never had any conversation with them. But then when you have a history of doing this, they just looked at me and decided we want her gone. And so I'm hearing there's a history of setting people up to murder them by these vloggers. That's why they immediately work to try to get your information. I even had a vlog in Chicago to violate me. We working on it because he definitely deadly. Okay. Hey, Quincy. Thank you, Quincy. But y'all, that's what's going on. But I'm here to tell you, can't stop, won't stop, don't stop. I got a lawyer, and I am definitely afraid of these vloggers to include, okay, the ones that's selling them my information. I'm afraid of them too, because they work with the record labels too out here. I'm afraid of all of them. I fear for my life. And I have put all of their names in a report. I didn't have no choice, because if somebody send you information saying these are the vloggers that's doing this to you, I didn't have a choice. I need for the police and the FBI to know who they are saying is doing this to me. It's an obsession. Hell, some of these white bloggers, hell, that's got these pages that y'all never see their faces. Hell, I don't know them. But they work with these black folks. Okay. Hell, I know nothing about a hacker in New York until, somebody in law enforcement told me we tracked somebody in New York that we think is the hacker. And then said who pay him. So these people are deadly. These are bloggers that y'all look at, a lot of them. My question is why? Why? Just like everything came crumbling down with Young Dolph, they had to know that at some point all of this was going, but they've done this for so long, I'm hearing, that they just real comfortable in it. He said the same vlogger threatening you doing the same to people in Memphis because they won't give them information or do interviews lying about Dolph. Wow. That's right, Tracy. It's enough for everybody. But what I can't understand is why these men feel the need to try and put hits on women. Why do other women feel the need to try and go and try to get credit cards and folks' names and IDs and welfare and all that in somebody's name? Do y'all know the penalty that carries? Do y'all know? I didn't think so. I'm going to tell you why I'm not worried, because I'm covered by God and I'm favored by God's people. That's why I always say you better be very careful who you put your hands on. You better be very careful when you're messing with a covered person and a favored person. because it is God that touches the heart of man when he put his people in the right places to show his people favor. And that's all I'm going to say about that one. Okay. But back to Mama Duck. I think I went on with that long enough. Ain't nothing using me like a puppet. I don't care how much money is offered. If it's dirty business, I'm not joining. But if it's something worth a while, I'll join. Can't nobody pay me to try and troll nobody else anyways. These folks should just wrote their skits and leave other people alone, but Black people being true to who they are, they can't do that. Oh, we gonna scam. Oh, this person right here think they something, so we gonna dox them. Okay? But it's an end date to that too. And I can promise you that. And for you niggas, hey, that's a good thing. When you've gotten so comfortable, you feel like you can't be touched. You know, I truly believe that when all these people started sending me all of this stuff, and I'm going to tell y'all the power in prayer. I said, well, God, I got a lot of stuff going on in my life. I'm not going to stop doing my vlog. I said, but all I need is a foothold, God. I just need somebody to give me the direction, because I started looking and I was like, I was looking at certain vloggers and I was like, it's something, I couldn't put my finger on it. I started fasting and I started praying. I started talking about it just a little bit more. And I kid you not, I started getting emails. One of the hackers himself reached out to me. Do you hear me? They wanted me to hack your stuff so that they could come to your house and do something to you. I didn't want to do that. I couldn't forward it to the FBI fast enough. God will make your enemies your footstool. Do you understand me? And you know what the investigator said? Them folks sure gave you some good information. And it ain't stopped coming. Because the prayers of the righteous availeth much. And so I said that to say this. When people say, well, why I have to go through this? Why not me? Maybe God allowed it to happen to me because I could reach out and touch the people that could stop this bullshit so these motherfuckers could be in jail and get off of YouTube. Because anytime you planning hits on people, anytime you sitting up thinking you can go and mess up somebody's credit, go get unemployment and shit in folks' names, welfare and all that, you done lost your motherfucking mind. Even though it starts and it may go on for a long time, everything got an end date. And maybe God put me here. I don't know why I came back to YouTube. Hell, I got a TV show. But I'm understanding the assignment and I ain't never back down from one. So when people started falling out with each other and giving me what was going on from A to Z, okay, I said, that's the favor of God. Sean Gang, who is WAP? Y'all don't block them. Sean Gang, who is WAP? Who is WAP? Because I don't know who no WAP is. Who is WAP? Who is WAP? Shit. Oh, Moo WAP killed Duck. Oh, okay. Who is G.O.? I don't know no Go. Oh, they said go listen to his song. He was not a saint. Let me tell you something. None of us are saints. But just because we are not saints, does that mean that somebody has a right to take your life? Sean Gang, you know better than that. You're not God. I'm not God. Nobody else is God. Just because you get mad at somebody don't mean that somebody can take your life. I don't know the mentality of our people no more. So hey, Duck was out there shopping for his kids. Hell, he wasn't no threat to them. They went looking for him and killed him. He wasn't no threat to them. So I don't give a damn what he said in the past. They ain't had no business shooting him. They shot him down because they was jealous of him. Let's just keep it real. Words are words. Vaughn was dissing his brother and he didn't kill him. Come on now. You can't kill nobody because they saying something you don't want them to say. Who do these people think that they are? That's against the law. And so you don't have to pay for that. That's right. Right? So if anybody ever expects for me to conform, it ain't gonna happen. Sean said Brick was the one who dropped T. Roy best friend. That was Duck brother. It's deeper than what people are saying. Look, let me just say this, Sean Gang. Hey, all of that stuff could be true. My point is, these black men got to stop killing each other. Ain't nobody got the right to play God. People need to control their damn emotions and stop this killing. I don't give a damn who it come from. Okay? You right, Caramel. Thank you, new to you. So for those that think that I'm going to conform, it's not going to happen. I never have. I never have. Yep. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button. And then too, some of these people have worked for collection agencies, I'm finding out. And so this is how they have been able to get information too. Okay. Some of these collection agencies are going to be looking at lawsuits. Some of these people that are, videographers too, that do videography for some of these lawyers and stuff. This court reporting stuff, they're going to be looking at some lawsuits too. I just hate how people saying he was a good boy and all that. He got people killed. Ain't nobody perfect. A Caramel says these YouTube streets got the biggest street gang. If you know, they moved to the YouTube streets. Because one thing about black people, they don't stop until, because it's a lot of people can make a lot of money off of YouTube. They already is. Instead of them making their money off of YouTube, they have decided to do the criminalistic things that they was doing on the street. Because number one, some of these record labels put these folks here. And their job is to be the muscle and go after anybody, to include kill, just like them boys went out there and killed Young Dolph. They got hitters on YouTube. Okay, but the FBI is onto that. But they can't get on here and make their money because it's a lot of money to be made. They could do all kinds of stuff, especially if their channels got the views. But instead, what they do is they would prefer to violate other people. And that within itself is going to stop their money on YouTube, because they're going to be in jail. Anytime, this has been going on with me for months. That's why I was telling my investigator, the person, it, he's obsessed. It's sad when a man is obsessed with you. Stalking is a crime too. Says the internet became like another kind of street, right until they Rico hit. And rappers need to watch what they say in songs. If you're not ready for war, don't rap street stuff. Even Tupac said it. Have your money. I'm gonna tell you something, Sean. The way to stop that is when if these rappers' feelings are so easy to be hurt, and they feel like, because rapping was, created through battle rapping and stuff. Folks went back and forth with each other. So these rappers that get their feelings hurt real bad and they feel like they supposed to go kill somebody for saying their name, then those are rappers that we can't support. The public got to play their part. We ain't gonna buy your shit, and ain't no record label gonna sign you, because if they do sign you, we can't support nobody on the label. The whole label gonna be defunct. See, we start messing with their money. That's how we control them. Okay. That's how we control them. Okay. All right, you guys, we've been on almost 2 hours. I had to get back on because, like I said, my heart goes out to Mama Duck. My heart goes out to her. My heart would go out to any mother. And this lady, you could tell she, learning about her son didn't have to die. And I'm sure she think about all the possibilities. What if I had been at home and, when he left? What if they had got my son to the hospital? He was alive for 17 minutes. All of those that'll run you crazy within itself. What if my baby could still be alive if they just had did what they were supposed to do? Because he didn't die instantly. He fought. All of the what ifs. What if my son was still alive? He could be a multi-millionaire right now. And folks mad at her for saying that because they knew Duck was going to be a multi-millionaire because the man was talented, off the chain talented. So instead of people empathizing with a mother, they get mad at her for wanting her son to be alive to take care of their family as a son would do, one with some sense. I agree with you. Folks won't band together, Eve. And I don't see mom cloud chasing like Mama Duck. She doing this for internet. She ain't do this for her son. That woman love her son. That woman love her son. What you mean? We all on here vlogging about Mama Duck's son. You don't think Mama Duck, who says that she is struggling, who she don't, they tricked her son out of his masters and everything somebody did. Y'all don't think Mama Duck is supposed to get on here and make money off of her own damn son and everybody else? I saw somebody that was on last night that had 15,000 people on talking about FBG Duck. And Mama Duck ain't supposed to make no money off her son. That's what you saying? Had 15,000 people on their live at one time talking about Duck. Ain't nobody said nothing about that. But Mama Duck ain't supposed to do it. And people get mad at her because out of everybody that's talking about it, I hate that happened to Duck, but I could never feel how his mama feel. Uh uh FBG Duck's mother and everybody else's mama are two different people. Are you saying she's supposed to do what everybody else mama do because you say it? I'm asking. I think FBG Duck mama supposed to do what she supposed to want to do because she is a different individual. And Von's mama do what she want to do. And everybody else mama do what they want to do. I mean, that's how I feel about it. I don't feel like FBG Duck's mother is supposed to do what Von's mama do. Those are two different women with two different personalities. Okay. 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 So FBG Duck was 27 years old. So what are you saying? She knew what he was doing out here. So what does that mean? What does that mean? Mama Duck says she's a different kind of mom. I heard somebody say last night that Mama Duck was snitching. Did y'all hear what I say? Mental illness is at an all-time high. Said Mama Duck on wrong because she on here snitching on them boys. Now this woman done lost her damn son, and the nigga fixed his mouth to say she's snitching on the people who killed a son that she carried and came out of, she pushed out of her JJ and raised. And he said she's snitching on the dudes that took him away. What kind of shit is that? Is Catalea in here? Where Catalea at? Because I haven't seen her. He said, shout out to Catalea. Where's she at? Because I got to call Catalea because they ran Catalea off. But don't nobody run off. Because I had to file a police report on him because he called himself gonna get on here and harass me and try to bully my people. Okay, I don't like it when I fear for my life when it comes to him, that vlogger. He's scary. Okay. That's right. She lost. I think Mama Duck lost more than 2 children. I think she lost more than 2. Diane Bowen says, hell, I think the mother was crazy if she didn't stand up for her son. Sean, you can't possibly be a mother. Yeah, she lost quite a few children. I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy. Do you hear me? My worst enemy, and there's some people I can't stand. I can't stand their damn guts. But I would never wish death on their children. I'm a damn human being. And I got human feelings. Okay? Y'all, if y'all haven't hit the like button, make sure you guys hit the like button, okay? If you haven't hit the like button, make sure you hit the like button. Today has been the day. I've never fussed this much in one day. And then I think, you know what? I be loving keeping my grandbaby, but my grandbaby is she was fussy today. She was fussy yesterday though, because she wanted me to walk her around. She like for me to walk around with her. She don't like for me to sit down. She like for me to walk around because that's what her mama and daddy do. Okay. So what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna tell her mother when I have to keep her again, because me and some of my other family members take turns keeping her. Like on certain days I don't have to go to the really have to be at the office. I could keep her. But like tomorrow, because I've been away from the office a few days, I gotta go. And but I'm gonna walk her, I could walk her around my lake. I need the thing that I could put on my, what is the thing called that you put them in? It's like a that you could put her in and carry her. I forgot what it's called, that I could strap her on to me and walk her around the lake, walk around the lake several times so that she could go to sleep. Only thing about it is it's kind of cool outside. I'd be scared that wind is going to give her a collie. She has a video on that gospel son. I understand. Lord help her. Okay, you just making a shout out too. Okay. I think she encouraged Duck's behavior. She gang members in her house. Oh my God. I don't know. I think she encouraged Duck was rapping. Come on now. Don't do that. I don't understand how you can sit up and try. What you're trying to do is you're trying to take the blame of what them Negroes did to Duck and put it at his mama's feet. That's not her fault. It's the fault of the people that did it. I'm tired of people giving excuses for bad behavior. She didn't make them dudes do that. That one of those dudes couldn't control his emotions. He got mad because Duck slept with his baby mama and called them boys to kill him. It's about it's 70 degrees. It's hot today, but it's raining. But see, the weather is always up and down. And then I got a lake in the back of my house, so that water coming up off the lake is always colder. Okay. Even if you take accountability, Duck always talked about fighting. Okay. These dudes need to learn how to fight. Anytime you can sit up and plot to put a hit on a woman, you really less than a damn man. You really ain't got no business on this earth because you sick. You really is a sick piece of shit. But see, a lot of these men think that they are women. Excuse my French. I got to say this, but I don't want y'all to get mad. I don't want any of my new subscribers to get mad, okay? And I'm not saying anything bad about no gay person, but a lot of and I want y'all to excuse my language, okay? But I don't know no other way to say it. But a lot of these men can do what they do to women because a lot of them think they women. They taking more dick than any woman ever could. Okay? It's 63 degrees in Richmond. I think they be messing with the weather. Okay? I'm telling you, that's what's going on. I'm in my damn 40s. Okay? And in my whole 40 something years, I done had sex with 7 men. That ain't nobody business. But you got some men that are hardcore thugs that done had more dick than that. Okay? They done had way more than that. So that's the reason why they can get on here and, assault women. They can assault women. Because they feel like I'm just as much woman as she is. No, nigga, you a man. Who she thinks she is? I'm just much as a woman as you. No, I got a JJ for real. You don't. Okay? They booty hole got way more mouths on it than my vagina ever could. That's the reason why they sitting up doing this to women. Okay? Because I don't take nothing up the ass. I'm just letting you know. So they booty got more mouths on it than my vagina ever could. Okay. So that's why they can get on here and they feel comfortable with doing what they do to women. That's why they do it. They mad because I can wear my weave. I got long hair too. I can wear my real hair too. She's sitting up wearing weave. I can't wear mine because they gonna talk about me. Go get your ass some damn weave. I can tell you where to get it from because I got a vendor. My vendor's so damn good. I've been thinking about selling it. I paid $400 for mine, and it lasts a year. But I could also wear my real hair. But if you want some weave, I could tell you I just got a shipment in today. I can tell you where to get you some weave from. Live in your truth and stop violating these women because you're mad because you can't live in your truth. I got plenty of lip gloss and heels, but I wear a size 8. You a man, you probably wear 12. I can't do nothing for you on that. But I ain't never mind giving some of that makeup and shit I got away. Go get you some. I get it out of Marshall's. Instead, they sitting up looking at me talking about how I go buy my bubble bath and my bath bombs and stuff. I be smelling like cotton candy and all that good stuff. And they mad. It's right over there in Marshall's and TJ Maxx. Go get it. And get in your damn bubble bath and stop and leave these women alone. Okay? I smell like straight up cotton candy. It makes them mad. I buy the good stuff. And the men be wanting to eat it off of me. And that's what the men be wanting to eat her cotton candy off of her. Yeah, I'm a woman and I'm soft. Okay? But they sit up and want to do all this shit that they do on the internet because they mad because we talk about it. Softer than a damn pillow. I buy the good stuff. And I sit centered and lay back and close my eyes. But they scared they woman gonna ask them, why the hell you want to smell like cotton candy? Because they got a woman as a beard. She gonna know something wrong with that. Why the hell you buying cotton candy, bubble bath and shit? So they get mad at me because I can stand in the mirror at dealers and try on heels and show my toes. She got them green toes on. I can't wear my green toes. They gonna know I'm supposed to be a thug. That's why I stopped putting my toes on here. Because they was really going crazy when I was showing my toes. Because they was mad because they wanted to go get their green nail polish and shit. But they knew their girlfriend and their wives was going to ask, what the fuck you doing, nigga? Okay? So that's why they can get on here and do the shit that they do. And they can be as tight as they are. Because they all having probably, that's what's going on. Okay? Just about everyone I dated was a thug and they was hardcore street dudes. Okay? Just about everyone. And guess what? They were some real men. All right? They weren't going to argue with me. They took care of business. They didn't argue with me. I don't care what I said to them. They weren't going to argue with no woman. But I'm going to tell you something. They weren't going to let them run up on me either. Nobody. Okay? Woo! Lord have mercy. They don't stop until they don't stop until I bring it. They be wanting me to bring this out. This is what they be wanting. Then they have to tuck their ass and push on because they know I be telling the truth on them. I can't wait till tonight. so I can run my bath water again and throw my cotton candy bath bomb in there and use my cotton candy gel and be smelling like cotton candy. I'm probably getting ready to go meet a friend. Just text me to meet him for drinks. I'm gonna be smelling like straight up candy when I walk in there. Okay. And he's got his own. Y'all better go on now. Let him, since he has so much to say. Well, one of them bloggers probably sending. Yeah, he was sending. These bloggers be sending them out to come over here and mess with me. And some of these be them the vloggers themselves. You know, I done told y'all that they got an obsession with me. You got an obsession with a woman that ain't even studying you. Okay. But that's the reason why they commit all these offenses. I'm telling you, I'm telling you, I'm getting ready to. I'm telling you, I works hard. Okay, I keeps my grandbaby. I work hard. I got to be out all day tomorrow on a case, all day long, because I have to stay out longer when I keep my grandbaby to make up some stuff. So I'm going to have. I have not gone out to have drinks with anybody in a very, very long time. And I might take a picture. It's 70 degrees. I think I might wear my peep toe heels. Cause my toes are blue. Okay. My toes are blue. So I might take a picture, but shit, they ain't gonna do nothing but get me harassed. Well, she got her toes out. I can't wear mine out. Go paint your damn toes, nigga. Just tell your girl you like fingernail polish and be through with it. Cause that's when all of that trolling gets bad. When I'm standing at the dealers with my toes and stuff out and buying perfume, I buy the expensive perfume. If you want to smell perfume, just tell your girl you buying it for her and sneak and put some on your wrist when she ain't around. That's all to go see your main like you've been doing. Okay? But that's what's been going on. They get mad at me, especially if they're around, the areas that we do. She probably doesn't know about my main. I probably do. That's what we do. We tell women about when they men cheat, and lately it's been with other men. Okay. It's a darn shame. Mad at a woman because she could smell good, and I smells real good too. It lingers. I always get compliments. That's why I spend the big bucks on the perfume, because I like them compliments. Girl, what you got on? You know what? I don't know. I got a whole lot. I can name 3. Sometimes I mix them when you can mix that good smelling perfume and it smells even better. But I'm gonna smell like cotton candy tonight. Okay. Sick of this shit. These niggas sitting up messing with these women because they want to be women. You got to be a special kind of sicko. Okay. To be sitting up wasting your time on harassing women. Because if it's what I think it is, y'all got something in my name because I ran a check. Nigga said something made me have a check ran. And I'm going to see where it's coming from. And you motherfuckers going to hate it. I guess they saying she got all that perfume and stuff. Maybe I could get a credit card in her name to go get me some perfume and hide in my trunk. Your girl mad at you because she done found all kinds of perfume. She think you giving it to another woman. It's for you. When you go see your man at the hotel. That's why I said some of these men got more mouths on their booty hole than I could ever have on my JJ. I ain't ashamed to say I done been with 7 men. Okay, 7. And I ain't got no mouths on my booty. Okay. Some of these men need to live in their truth. That's the reason why they could beat these women. They sitting up beating a woman like she gone crazy beating women because they mad because when he having sex with her, she can't take the thought of another man out of his head. So he beating her up. She can't stop me from wanting a man booty. That's what's going on. So I don't know what to tell you other than live in your truth. Because being obsessed with me gonna get you put in jail. Now I can play dress up with you because I got plenty of clothes, but you're gonna have to live in your truth. I'm getting ready to take some to the Goodwill. I could give you the shit that I got in the bag for the Goodwill, but your gal gonna be wanting to know where you get all them damn dresses from. Because I shows my legs. I wear short dresses because I got the legs to show them with the heels. But your girl gonna want some answers though, nigga. Okay. So that ain't gonna work out either for you. Okay. So instead of picking on these women on YouTube, these niggas need to live in their truth. Yeah, I know they want my lip gloss because my lips be shine up. I goes into Macy's and get that high definition gloss. Okay, just like a glass, it be sparkling. Okay, so I do got some from the supply house. I'm gonna have to give you that. You can't have that $60 gloss. That's for tonight. But I can give you some. Okay, I can give you some. It just ain't gonna be that expensive one that I got that I be getting from the department stores. It's a damn shame that these men are so jealous of women. If you just came out and stopped using these women as beards, and you have to watch them too. They always talking about, ooh, a woman stink. Every woman they get with supposedly stink. That's just a man, that I first of all, I don't know what kind of woman they be with because a healthy vajayjay don't smell. But the point of the matter is when you don't really want a vajayjay, you think you smelling something that you ain't smelling. The thought of it is turning his stomach. That's the reason why he beating this woman up. Okay. Thank you, Blaine Fields. I don't know what water smell like, Sean, but mine don't have no scent. I could tell you that right now. It ain't got no scent. Only thing I could tell you is a healthy one don't smell. I never knew that, but I was always told that if a JJ that smells need to be at the damn doctor's office. That's what I was told. So mine don't smell. That's the reason why, and my perfume and stuff go with my chemistry. That's the reason why I could walk into a place smelling like cotton candy. Okay. Straight up cotton candy. That expensive. Not that cheap cotton candy, but that good smelling candy. Okay. I just bought that. That's the perfume of choice today. And I have the bath stuff to go right along with it. Smelling like it from head to toe. Okay. But that's the problem. Okay. That's right, Monica. Monica know what to say. But that's the problem. These men are taking out, especially on YouTube, their hate on women because they desire to be a woman. Because I just even now I always say when I grow up, but a lot of the dudes that I have dated, okay, these are dudes in their 40s. Okay, they don't argue with no women. And these are street dudes. A lot of them. They don't argue with no women. Baby, I call you back when you cool down. I'm not getting ready to argue with you. That's what real men do. They don't be on the phone. Bitch! That's a sissy bitch ass nigga for real. He's screaming louder than me. Anytime a man can out argue a woman, that's one you need to watch. Because most men don't argue with women. They too busy trying to think of how to make some money. Okay. He said, Tam, how come you ain't married if you ain't pressure? If you so pressure, you know why I ain't married? Because I don't accept anything. Okay. That's why I ain't married, Sean. You thought I was gonna be quiet when you said that. It sure ain't got nothing to do with my goods and everything that I have to offer. Because they still be trying. It's just that I don't go for anything. You mess up. I might give you another chance. You mess up again, you through. That's why. That's why. It ain't like that. It ain't now. It ain't like they ain't tried. You mess up one time, I might forgive you, but you mess up again, you through. And we're gonna just be friends. And that's why me and the majority of them are friends. Friends that steady be trying to get back in because they understand I was the best thing ever happened to them. But that ship has sailed. And I'm getting ready to go out with somebody tonight. Okay. But anyways, y'all, I have enjoyed being on here with you guys and to have drinks. Okay. I know a lot of people feel like because folks don't know nothing about just meeting friends to talk or something like that. Folks get to talking about, oh, they feel like you go out you go meet somebody somewhere at a restaurant that you having sex with them, right? That's what they think. That's how twisted the world is. You met somebody, y'all went for drink. Ooh, girl, did y'all have sex? What? What are you talking about? You just meet somebody at a restaurant, you supposed to have sex with them? That's how twisted a lot of people think. That's not how I think. It ain't nothing wrong with being in the good company at a nice restaurant with a friend that asks you to come and have drinks with me. What's wrong with that? Okay. That's the problem. Women and I'm not being hard on all women. I'm just saying some. These men don't know how to date. They don't know how to date. He paid for his food. I paid for mine. I won't be mean. I could sit up by myself if I got to pay for my own food. He want me as his company and I got to pay for my food. I don't think so. But ain't no real one gone. That's why I don't understand. I'm trying to figure out where these thugs, these so-called quote unquote street dudes that I'm seeing come from. Because the ones that I was around, they got money and they believed in taking care of their women. They had flaws. But it's an insult. It make them feel good to put that money out and pay for that stuff. Baby, you want something else? Oh, okay, she good. We gone. It makes a man feel good to know he taking care of his woman. That's what real men do. Baby, you enjoy that meal? Sure did. That's what real men do. So I don't know where these manufactured thugs come from now. Came up off of a bitch. That's not how. I don't know nothing about that. But anyways, you guys, let me get off of here, okay? That's right. Ain't nothing wrong with a little mix and mingle. Hey, I deserve it. Okay. But anyways, you guys, I want you guys to have a good night. Okay. I've enjoyed being on here with you guys. Sean Gang, you came on here trolling, but we let you have it. You ain't gonna come in here, bring your ass in here trolling. You ain't gonna come in here trolling no more. We let you have it for an hour, Sean Gang. So whoever sent you, you got 3-4 earfuls to take back. Okay. That's right. They got low self-esteem. Okay. Real men take care of their women. That's what I'm used to being around. And women, I truly believe in this, y'all. The man is the provider. Okay. The man is the provider and the protector. The woman is the helpmate. Now, let me just say this. I've dated guys who had a really good work ethic. They had gifts. Okay. I love you too, Sean. They had gifts. Okay. Meaning they had really good ideas. I've always been, I'm not trying to brag on myself, but I've always been able to put a thought to something and go, you know what, we could do it like this. We could do it like that. As a woman, if you love a man and you know that that man is truly down for you, I ain't talking about giving your money financially because I ain't giving up no money. But if he's got an idea, and most women can always accentuate an idea and make it better. Okay. It ain't nothing wrong with helping that man to realize that whatever it is that he's doing could be better and help him do that. Okay. That's what good women do. Well, baby, I got this idea, but I don't know nothing about the business part. Most women know how to go and read up on stuff and learn about the business and make that shit better for their man. I'm all for that. But the problem is these men want to come up, ain't got no dream, no nothing. They strictly want to live off of a woman. And to me, that's pathetic. A man that is successful, I can tell you this right now. He got a good woman with a good head behind him. I'm going to tell you that right now. That's probably in the background. But a lot of these men don't know how to treat good women that God has blessed because there are a lot of women that are just naturally smart. A man could sit up and talk about, I was doing this, I was doing that. And a smart woman can say, well, have you ever thought about this? You could do this. You can make that better. You can make more money doing this. The problem is a lot of these women, unfortunately, because a lot of women are so gifted, they've been casting their pearls to swine. These men, a lot of them couldn't have been where they are without a good woman behind them. They get the gifts that that God has blessed them with. And God get them a good woman, and then they want to go and mistreat her. Go share whatever it is she's helped him to get with another woman. And that's why a lot of them lose it instantly. Gotta take it back from them. Okay? So that's why I always say to these men, The Bible says when a man findeth a wife, he finds a good thing and obtains favor from God. What is the Bible saying? The woman is the blessing. And that's why a lot of these men are having the bad luck that they having, because they don't even understand that the woman is the blessing. God says, once you find her, I'll give you some favor. But you got to learn, you got to know how to treat her right. They get her and mistreat her and they can't understand why they having bad luck. You can't treat your favor wrong. That's your favor. That's why when you get him, see a man, he know how to treat his woman. A lot of times they be on top of the world. Okay. But anyways, you guys, I got to go. That stuff y'all hear, that's that expensive weave that came in today. Okay. For my hair. But I can't, I got to go to the beauty shop probably this weekend. Okay. But I'm finna fix my own hair because it's long. Okay. And go have some drinks tonight. I love you guys. I'll talk with you later.